Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you for joining me this Thursday evening, which is actually my Friday. Don't mind me if I'm trembling a little bit. I will try to say hi to all of you. I do want to say, please, there is a trigger warning. This subject is very sensitive to some people. If you need a break, that's fine. Liz's prioritizes mental health over views any day. Please put the phone down and we'll see you next live. And that is 1000% okay with me. So I don't know if any of you guys got to watch Down the Rabbit Hole with Miriam. It was beautiful. It was touching. It was heartbreaking. It was gut-wrenching. And then it also reminded me, as I'm hearing these small little details, it reminded me of the fact that if he was in charge of Flag in 1988, then he was privy to the amount of abuse that I had suffered that had been reported by another staff member and their mother. And then was the handling sending my mom back to Los Angeles to continue doing what she was doing and turn it around. And then when she leaves this year, just continue it and continue it and continue it. I just need to know, were you responsible for Flag in 1988? Because that would have saved me years of not feeling like a worthless piece of garbage, of not feeling like a freak show, of not being scared to show people my body because I'm covered in scars, like not let people touch me because I don't want them to touch a scar and then get freaked out when they know what's underneath.
I love your scars, baby.
I know, but that was a fear. Now, I just need to know, was someone there aware of the situation? Were you, Mike, aware of what had happened at Flag, where she was caught beating the shit out of me, to then have an ethics officer ask me if this is true? And then I tell the officer that, yes, this is true, that, yes, this is what was going on with me. And she's then sent back to Los Angeles. I need to know, was that a handling? Was that someone that just decided that that was the best option? That saving me wasn't a good option. Keeping an LRH calm was more important than saving me. I just need to know, as I sit here and show all this respect to so many people, and finding out that these people were the ones that were aware of it. Like, it breaks my heart that I can't even save the little me half the time. To come and find out that I'm trying to be the person that can save me now. And I'm listening to people that potentially knew what was going on, that knew how badly I was getting hurt on a regular basis. I just need to know, what makes me so bloody special to do certain things for me and then not do things for her when we have so much in common. We literally have shed tears on the same battlegrounds. We've sat there and been abused on the same battlegrounds, all in the name of what? What were we in the name of when this happened to us? This would have saved me millions of hours on trying to figure out why I was not worth anything on this earth. I need to know. I need to know why my life wasn't worth saving. Was an LRH calm just that much more important? Like, I just need to know. Because if you do something like that to one person, if you're going to cover up for one person, you're going to cover up for all. And if you were in charge of Flag Land Base in 1988, that means that you were made aware of my situation. I need to know that I'm supposed to show respect to someone that could have potentially saved my life at any point. And I hate that I'm crying, but the fact is that if it happens to her, it happens to so many of us. My mom got a pass to go back to LA, and I thought my life was being saved. I thought telling the ethics officer meant that my life was being saved. I need to know. I need to know, why was this so important?
Whoops, sorry, wrong one.
Pato, it wasn't you. You deserve better. You all did. We all did. We all did. We all deserve to have parents that cared. We all deserve to be able to go up and hug our parents. We all deserve to be able to feel love and compassion. We all deserve to never have hands raised to us so hard that they leave scars. We all deserve to never have to sit in rooms that smelled like ammonia. We all deserve to have better, to have someone protect us. And it never happened. And now it's like, someone could have stopped it for me. Someone could have stopped it for her. How many people were you guys aware of? Because right now I've heard too many stories, and I'm supposed to show respect to someone that could have saved my life and chose not to. Someone that literally could have saved my life. Could have given me less nightmares. Could have given me less scars. But literally instead, it's like, show respect. Show respect. What is there to respect at this point? You are important. Thank you, Marilyn. I'm really sorry, guys. I really need to know, how many of us are there? How many of us are trying to get our stories out and trying to let people know what happened to us, to then turn around the stories that we experienced, the things that we had to go through, the things that give most people nightmares are things that we had on a regular basis. We did have good times. I know I had some good times, but I had a horrible childhood. I would not recommend it to my worst enemy. I will continue to take it because as long as I'm the only one taking it, that's the only person that matters. Oh my God, if there's people out there that know that we went through this and they know that we're out there and they're not getting us together. If you or anyone was involved in FLAG or AOLA, the Graded Daughters were always more important. I was. We all were. I know I'm still trembling, but I'm so angry I don't know what else to do. I'm sitting here begging for help, and there's people out there that knew. If you were a second gen and you don't want to come forward, please come forward. Reach out to one of the other second gens. Reach out to Christy at Children of Scientology. Reach out to any one of us. I promise you. Sending you love, Liz. Someone should have stopped it all. And listening to Miriam, nobody stopped it for her. And I know nobody stopped it for me. How many of us were a flip of a quarter, a decision made on a desk? How many of us were a piece of paper that just said, pass it along like they mean nothing? Like, I just need to know how many of us were a piece of paper. How many of us were an order that says, garbage, they don't matter. How many times did I get hit by Stan and sat there and left in his care after begging parents to tell my mom? How many times were we a statistic? How many times were we a piece of paper that it's fine as long as you have a person in their position? Is having a staff worth some of the shit and the hell that we've gone through? Whether it be abuse, neglect, whether it be physical, emotional, or physical. How much did we have to go through so that you guys had a man on post? It's done. Some good times don't make up for the excuses what happened to you and others. And it doesn't. It doesn't make excuses. And I'm not saying that my childhood was an even balance, but there were happy memories that we could hold on to. You know, they were dangerous. Finding out that you could fit into a dryer. That was fun for me because I knew I was safe. I was with my friends climbing a tree. I knew I was going to get yelled at and I was going to get caught, but I knew in those moments, as long as I wasn't caught, I was in a safe space, away from everybody, not near the ground. I wasn't there.
I'm just gonna keep talking. Keep talking, baby.
The degraded daughter. Know how loved you are, how special you are. But again, I'm not a story. I'm not a story to anybody. I'm literally not. My name is Liz, and I've had a horrible childhood. I had horrible teenage years. I did have some good memories. I had softball. I had my Nana. But some of the hell that I went through could have been stopped in Florida. When I finally grew the balls to tell someone and be interviewed by ethics, it could have stopped. So many more scars happened. How many more people? Gosh. God, I just don't get it. If you have a chance, anyone, please reach out to someone. Tell them you love them. But please remember, we're not just telling you our stories because we want, everyone to sit there and think that we're amazing. We're telling you our stories because it's things that we went through and that are still happening. They're still happening even today. And even today, the youth that it was happening to still gets broken at the idea that someone they've communicated with knew and could have stopped it. Could have stopped half of our pain. So why do I get on here? I'm not looking to be YouTube famous. Do I love getting subscribers and friends? Yes. But I'm here being me. If anybody meets me in real life, this is me. I don't like crying because I make ugly faces. I don't like showing emotion because for me it's really hard. But right now I feel like a pawn. I grew up abused. I found out my dad was dead. I find out my dad is alive. Now I find out that people aren't being treated fairly because other people were participating in the past. That's not okay. It's not okay to treat us like this. And Miriam, thank you so much for your story. And I didn't know I was going to have such a reaction. I didn't know I was going to be so angry. But so much has happened. So much happened to you. So much bloody abuse. And someone knew and did nothing and sent you guys to another country. Why couldn't I get sent to another country, to an adoption center? I know it's illegal to do that, but it would have been a hell of a lot better than what I had. A hell of a lot better than what I had. Jen, Liz, I love you. A perfect stranger, you're worth it. And I appreciate that. I truly do. I truly do, because right now it feels like someone could have saved me and did nothing. And I wonder how many people are out there that could have been saved in 1988, that could have been saved in 1990, that could have been saved at any point in time when they found out, instead of sending you with the abuser. Like, it was, why couldn't you tell my dad? Why couldn't you tell my father what had happened? So that maybe I could have been with my dad. Maybe I wouldn't have left the Stewart, but you know what? There's some times, picking the smaller switch isn't the best idea, but it's a less number than the bigger one. So you think you're being smart, but you're not. If someone could have stopped Laura's pain at 8 years old, if we could have stopped that pain, we'd be different people. I wouldn't have nightmares about being SA'd. I wouldn't have nightmares about digging ditches. Just so you know, you're not just a story. You're a full-fledged person. You're Liz, and you're amazing. I appreciate that, because right now that's not how it feels. It feels like I'm in it to help people. I'm in it to let people know what's going on. I'm in it to let people be aware and save your family and save your friends. Keep people away. It's a cult. It's a cult. This is what they do to us. They tear apart people and they cover up abuse, and then they expect to just get a hall pass. There's no fucking hall pass for letting some of this shit happen to us. There's no hall pass for being aware of it and doing nothing, or sending an LRH comm from one position to another position when he should have just told my dad. Demi and Glitter. Oh, Liz, you make a difference. We're sending you all the love and support we can. Jen Strong. In my family's cult, the child sex abuse there. My brother shrugs and says, people are people. It's infuriating. Yeah, that's disgusting. That's, what did I think was infuriating when I was younger? I will never let another person lay a hand on someone else. I will take every punch that I possibly have to make sure someone else doesn't feel like that. Someone asked me once, why am I good at fighting? Because I know how to take a punch. I've taken them for years. I know how to take a punch. But the punches just keep coming in this situation, don't they, everybody? They just keep on a ring-a-dinging. You know what? When I want to say thank you to anybody, I want to say thank you to Aaron for my first interview. Even though you kind of yelled at me, and it scared me a little bit, and it made me nervous the whole live, like I was going to disappoint you. You're just a man that's been through hell and back and found a voice that has taught most of us how to have a voice. But I'll be goddamn if I sit there and know that someone knew what was going on with me and did nothing. Did absolutely nothing. That could have easily stopped any of it. I don't forgive you. You shall not pass. All right, let me grab some of these. Huh? Rhonda, no more fucking punch-ins, hundreds of thousands of hugs. That'd be nice, but I'm still really good at it. Huh? Yeah, you just come over and then we gotta get to the questions. Okay. Okay. So let's get some of these questions because I want to make it completely open to questions. The degraded daughter, Liz, you are perfect, and I'm forever grateful that I have met you. And I am forever grateful that I've met you. And I'm so glad that we found out that we talked so much earlier. Yeah, it turns out I had given her some advice where I said, you can't just get rid of an e-meter like that. And it made me feel so welcome and inviting the first time someone responded to me. And I just felt welcomed. And then now I find out it's her. And of course it is, because we were just meant to really find out the truth and not let someone lie about each other to each other. Marilyn, I love you too. You are like an adoptive mom, I promise. You didn't deserve that, Liz. None of it. None of you did. No, we didn't. We absolutely didn't. That's why we're confronting it, isn't it? That's why we're going down there, and we're going to love and cherish the TikTokers that have started helping us with this movement. And we're going to continue rallying even louder now. Because you can't have my soul. You may have taken my child, but you can't have my soul. MR has some questions he needs to answer, not just pass it off. It's not a buck. You don't get to pass it. I cried for Miriam and now for Liz. Jen, I'm sorry to make everybody cry, but I have questions now. And Miriam, thank you so much for giving me a place to have questions, because I always wondered, how did she become the LRH com again? How did that happen? I thought the RPF was where people that do stuff like that go. And then when we got back to LA, I thought she was going to do the RPF there. And then more time passed and more time passed. And then all of a sudden, nothing. Nothing. Corkahopolis, I probably butchered it. I'm sorry. You did not deserve it. You are strong. You are kind. You are beautiful. Thank you so much. And each and every one of you are as well. Mischief, you are loved, Liz. My arms around you right now. Well, thank you for the hug. I appreciate it. I truly do. Susan P., my heart is broken for you. Mine too, because I had a lot of admiration for some things. And now it's really looking a little hard. Jane Doe, Liz, you are enough. Your life is important. Carrie, love you, and Carrie. Thank you so much, Jane. Carmen, I'm so thankful that Miriam spoke with Rabbit, because this is going to happen. This is going to open up a whole new bucket of worms. I'm not trying to open up a bucket of worms. I'm trying to just have someone give me the fucking truth. Did you know how badly I was being beaten? Did you know what it was like to sit in pneumonia? Did you know? Swedish. Oh, Liz, my goodness. If it's breaking to hear you speak like this, I hold space for you, listening to and hearing you. This little Liz is worth saving. Yeah. Yeah. Jamie, hugs, Liz. So many hugs. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate it. I didn't know where else to come for this, because I didn't think if I emailed, I would get an answer. I didn't think if I called, I would get an answer when I realized that I've been deleted on uh,
Facebook.
Facebook. So once I realized I was deleted when I went to ask a question, it's kind of obvious where everything stands. Night Owl. Oh, Liz, sending you virtual hugs and care to you. It's heartbreaking to see you this upset. MR needs to step off the aftermath immediately. And I don't know where he needs to step, but to be completely honest, I just need answers. I just need answers. I'm not calling for anybody's head. Realistically, I'm not. I just want the truth. Hugs, Jen Nelson. Thank you so very much. Sandy Rhodes, I'm so grateful that Carrie is there with you. Thank you. Sharing your tears is not weakness. It's so much strength. Yeah, because now I'm angry. Creepy. Thank you for your bravery. It's making a difference. I hope so. I hope what I've been through saves someone else from going into those doors. Someone else from bringing their children. Someone else from pretending that your kids are safe. They're not. Mischief, you have every right to ask questions, as does everyone who was abused in the cult of Scientology. Your anger is justified. Yeah, I'm curious. Miss Sunrise Dawn, no, you don't have to respect him or any of them. They haven't earned it. I thought, and that's the sad part, is a part of me thought that I'd earned a friendship. And now knowing this, yeah, that makes it a little difficult, because that's when I was getting the tar kicked out of me. That was the first time I got brave enough to tell someone. Took me almost 5 years more to finally get the strength again. Matt Elliott, looks so much worse now after posting what he did and then taking it down. It also pissed me off that he only replies to the good comments. That's up for someone else to debate. Sorry, I don't read those comments. Calhoun Smut, there's no need to apologize. Unfortunately, I fear there's far more stories like yours than you want to believe. You're not alone, and we will help hold you up. Speak the truth. And thanks to I hope Miriam creates a ripple effect to every single person that was around during that time period. I hope every single person hears what she has to say, and it creates a ripple. And it's just people popping up left, right, forward, and center. Jane, that's why I'm joining this movement, because of course people could have stopped it, but they didn't. And now they get away with it. F Scientology.
Fuck Scientology.
Yes, honey. Chantel, despite all the things, you're able to be kind, decent, caring person. You deserve so much credit for that. Because I had to be better. I had to be better than what I had. I had to be better. Quirk, there is bitterness and tears. It's not the mark of weakness, but power. They speak more eloquently than 10,000 tongues.
Yes.
I like that. That's beautiful, actually. There are messages of overwhelming grief, deep contributions, and unspeakable love. Washington Irving. I want that on a piece of paper. Marilyn, what happened to you is not okay. These abusers are their enablers to be held accountable. And here's the thing, karma's hit my mom. She can't move. Like, she walks and everything hurts. She's got her karma. Every time you see her move, and she can't take a step because she hurts. She got her karma. But now I have to be better. I've noticed that every time you've cried on here, you seem even stronger afterwards. I'm in awe of you and your strength. I hope so. I really hope so. And then I hope that once we get down there on the 24th, that we do more yelling and confronting and joining Lara, joining Serge, joining Michael, meeting some of the TikTok team and, the Squirrel Squad. I think it's called Squad. I want to go down and shake everybody's hand and say thank you because you brought me to this point. Christy, being better is a choice, and that that is your superpower. Others just don't have the courage to change. I hope so. I hope everybody has the chance to change. Jane Doe, you are amazing, Liz. I love you, my best friend. Thank you so much. Jane, love you, Liz. Mad respect for speaking out. Hey, I didn't have any guts to speak out in the beginning. People gave me courage, and watching other people stand tall and stand firm, that gives me courage. That gives me the will to just want to ask the questions. Watching Miriam and then catching your live tonight, I can see that your question needs to be answered to get peace of mind. Much caring and big hugs from a never in Florida. The second gens kids need their own documentary. One that's actually written by us. One that's actually written to show the truth. Hey, Red. Okay. All right, Jen. Liz, I love you. A perfect stranger. You're worth it. Thank you so much. Thank you so very, very much. Quirk, I see you as a beautiful human being. You always were. Thank you. Susan, this shit is so wrong. We have to stop this. For Liz Gale, for Serge, for Laura, for all of us. Nora, Alicia, all of us need to have the pain stopped. Miriam needs to have the pain stopped. And those that are still in, that are trying to get out, their pain needs to stop. Their pain needs to stop. Miss Massey, Liz, there are no words to convey to you. Sending you much love. Thank you so much. Patty, I just met you, not for a story, but for your friendship. That's right. I'm here for friendship. Okay. The degraded daughter, years of built up emotion is normal for us to have these intense feelings. That's you doing the work. Proud of you. I'm proud of me too. Carmen, justice to be served, I promise. I promise. I hope so. I hope that we start to see some fucking justice. I'm tired of being guinea pigs or being a showpiece. I'm Liz, and I'm here to say that I've had enough. And I want my dad, and I want the abuse to stop. And for those who remain silent or assisted your abuser are complicit to your abuse. Yeah, absolutely. Colby Colton, I find it incredibly inconvenient that the only thing Mike works for years and years, finding regards to a person who is no longer alive. I'm here for you, not your story. You. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Mandy B, Mike was the head of OSA when you were told your dad was dead. He has to obey, and then he leaves until years later. He was still the head of OSA.
Did he know about that then?
Mike was the head of OSA when you were told he was dead.
Did he know about that then?
I didn't know he was.
He didn't leave until years later.
Oh, he didn't leave until years later? I don't know. That's a question. That's another question we need to ask, because now it's. Wow. Wasn't even thinking that far. I was just thinking of the broken shit. Miss Sunrise Dawn, it is a cult, an evil cult. Even though I'm a never in, I hate evil cult more every day. Every time I think I've heard it all, I hear something else that sinks in even lower.
Hold on, I got one.
Liz is my favorite lesbian. Me too.
Mine too.
Well, she's kind of my favorite. Nora, you're close. You're a close second. Because you're just funny as hell. You might be one of my other favorite lesbians, and the rest are all curvy.
Hey.
What? What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Oh. CO Bill, thank you so very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I'm having a hard time reading it, everybody. It's fuzzy now.
You want your glasses?
I'm gonna see if that will help.
Okay.
There wasn't a pass to give. They just never thought anyone would find out. Yeah. And which makes it worse. There wasn't a pass, or they thought no one would ever say something. Penko, and then they get out and act money like a saint and TV making money. Yeah, that not making me not want to vomit. Hey, Kenneth, adore you, Liz. Your honesty, your integrity, you're amazing and heartbreaking. Thank you so much. Cinderella, no children should go through any of the things that you have all had to go through. I care about this. I'm sorry. Me too. Christy, you are making a difference right now. And every time this video is being played, you are special. You are loved as many as you need to be courageous all the time. Thank you so much. It's not easy to see. Let's try to grab a couple more, everybody. I am gonna go to
Sorry, I'm just doing a lot.
Let me grab a couple. So many levels. Who controls the past now? Who controls the future? Who controls the future now controls the past? George Orwell, 1984. I like that too. I like it a lot. Pearl Snappy, Liz, I'm gonna yell extra for you tomorrow when I tell them to come out with their in Austin. Thanks for sharing your truth, so people like me have an example to share when auditing in Austin. Absolutely. Betsy, you are loved, beautiful, brave, kind, honest, and special. We love you and sending you love and prayers. Thank you so very much, everyone. I appreciate everything. Fourth quarter Fern. Liz, what's going on? We're finding out that there is a good chance that someone knew exactly what was going on with me when I was getting abused, and instead of stopping it, sent me packing with that said person. Okay. I agree, Carrie. Fuck Scientology. Yeah, so many levels. Liz, you and the other survivors are taking control of your future, which means you will control the past, including their secrets, lies, and cover-ups. This is the tipping point. Stay strong. You're amazing. I'm trying to stay strong. I truly am. I truly, truly am. Okay. Cuddly Fluffage? Floofage. Scotland is here. We are really using, we're used to really battling. I got my abuser's sister and bros gonna flood the US with emails, tears washing away the past to make room for the love. Thank you so very much for the super chat. I completely appreciate everything you guys do. So very much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that you're here for me. I appreciate that you listen. I appreciate that you help us on this journey to get to LA. I appreciate you guys so much. You know, it's amazing to feel. Elizabeth, you are such a good person. It's only because you have looked deep down inside yourself and see love. Just always looking deep down inside everything, or every time you want to feel love. I will definitely do my best to do that. Okay. All right, Charlie's Mud. Even Doggo wants to help his mama.
That's Macy.
That's Macy. Oh. Pure love right there, Pup Groomer. Yep. Soak it in, Liz. We all love you. Love from Carrie and us. Thank you so much. And Miss Sunrise Dawn, Carrie, please know you're just hugging Liz for all of us in here too. Thank you so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm so glad to be on this journey with you. To be on this journey to close doors, to reconnect families, to connect better families and friends, and to find out that we weren't the only one. We weren't. Liz, your pupper wants you. Don't set aside their unconditional love. Never. Cal Young Smut. Yes, Carrie, louder for the people in the back.
Fuck Scientology!
Marilyn, sorry if I'm rubbing off on you, Liz. Have a good cry every day. I'm trying. Jane Doe, fuck everyone who ever hurt our Liz. Thank you so much. Mischief, the members of the board all have to sign off on the letter from the lawyer so they could all step down. Disappointed and disgraceful and shameful. Yeah, that letter was very eye-opening, I will say. Okay, Rochelle Brown, you have helped so many. That's my goal. If I can help one, I can help two, I can help three, I can help 10. If hearing my story gets someone to stand up and stand tall and strong, that's all that. All right, there go the puppers.
Sorry.
Fuck Scientology, that's right. All right, Destiny Salazar. I know all of this is re-traumatizing. We have your back. Thank you so very much for the super chat. I appreciate each and every one of you. If any of you guys have time or want to stop by, throw in something, say hello in the end of the comments, I'm gonna sign off just so I can get some air.
Keep going.
That's how it works when one person stands up. Others will too. You inspire so many of us. Well, right now, Miriam inspired me. Miriam, cheers. You are amazing. So thank you all so very, very much. I will race you to the comments.
To end it on a funny note.
To end it on a funny note, I'm totally straight, but if Nora was single, I'd consider it. Laugh out loud. But she is happy and so am I. So I'm going to have to let Nora know that one. Purple Groovy, your tears are watering the seeds of your future happiness. I'm watering you, babe.
Yes, you are.
Hey.
Hey.
You want to water me some more?
Sweet.
And here's one more.
Yep. Fuck Scientology. So thank you so very much for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. I will race you to the comments. Other than that, please be aware of your surroundings. Please be aware of the people that, you lay down with the rabid dog, it starts to become a dog. Time to not lay down. See you in the comments.